Tonight on Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide, coming to the platform, Baltimore native, Grammy-nominated soul jazz artist Maysa. Known for her performances with the iconic Stevie Wonder's female group Wonderlove, Maysa was about to go on a journey of a lifetime. National appearances were coming left and right for the silken songstress to perform on TV shows such as Arsenio Hall, Oprah, and The Tonight Show. Moving to London may not have been in her plans, but the songbird landed a cool deal with the beloved British jazz funk R&B group Incognito and spurned the hit single, Don't You Worry About a Thing, going on to record more than 7 Incognito recordings. Mid-90s, the beautiful vocal powerhouse released her self-titled debut CD, followed by year after year after year of climbing extraordinary heights as a solo artist. And it didn't take long for Maysa to make her home and live on top of Billboard charts, reigning champion as #1 on Billboard's Contemporary Jazz Top 100 chart in 2008 for Metamorphosis. Who says lightning can't strike twice in the same place? A Woman in Love and Motions of Love are noted to have both debuted on the Billboard Contemporary Jazz charts consecutively in 2010 and 2011. Charting has garnered Maysa the Soul Train Award and a coveted Grammy nomination. This amazing singer-songwriter has collaborated with renowned jazz artists such as Will Downing, Jonathan Butler, Rick Braun, Pieces of a Dream, and more. Join us for an up-close and intimate conversation with Maysa. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my world. I am Sabrina Taylor, creator and host of the show Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide. I am so excited about tonight. What about you? I see you guys are coming in. I love it. I see the comments. They're coming up to my right. You guys, please do me a favor. I want you to get your handheld. You know the routine. Get your handheld. Share, invite, let everybody know that my soul sister Maysa is in the house. I want to bring the woman of the hour, such a humble soul. Maysa's with me on tonight, and here she is. She's just been glowing ever since we met backstage. I told her, I said, "Soul sister, how are you?"
I'm good. How you doing, Sabrina? Thank you so much.
I am awesome. It's a blessing to have you on with us on tonight. Such an awesome honor.
Thank you.
Yeah, it really, really is. And I said of her, you know, I have a second platform. And I said, really, you should be on the legendary platform. Because Maysa's been in the business like, what, 30 plus years, Maysa?
30 years this year.
That's amazing.
Started 1991, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I wasn't even, what was I doing in 1991? I was trying to get married.
I was too.
I succeeded because I got married in 19. You did it? Well,
no,
I did. Well, I did for 20 years and I'm not married anymore, but that's okay because you know, God's got some great things in store for me. But I want to talk with you though about your life, your career, and I want to be a little nosy, if you will allow us.
It's all good. It's all good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I want you to, Maysa, take us back to the moment when you discovered music and how it impacted you.
Wow, I think I discovered it when my parents, I was such a little baby. My mother would tell me stories of how when they put music on, I would dance and sing and as early as 2. And so and she said when people would come to the house, as soon as I could walk, like people would come to the house and I would dance and sing for him, try to get on the coffee table and all kind of stuff. She said it was really crazy. It's like, and she would try to discourage me, and then everybody would like, no, no, let the baby sing, let her sing. So I did
Wow.
it. So it was early.
Wow. Are you an only child or do you have
No, I have
siblings?
two younger brothers. One is like 46, and the other one is 52 or 53, something like that.
Wow. Are they in the music industry just like yourself?
No, they're truck drivers. They drive trucks for a living.
Like left to right, night and day. That's amazing. Are you serious?
I tried to get my CDL license, but I just never had time to finish that.
Because you had something to say. And that's why. That's exactly
Uh,
why. That's fun. Can they sing though? Do they have a musical
mm-mm,
talent?
mm-mm.
Mesa, she says, "Mm-mm, drive your
Not
trucks.
one iota, nothing. No, I don't
Nada.
think that. I don't think they really. I think my youngest brother is really into. I think he likes producing and making music and stuff. So he does that a lot. But I don't think he's. No, he's not a singer.
Not a singer. Wow.
Mm-mm.
I get it. I get it. Well, I
Mm-mm.
want to. I want to know who are some of your musical influences. I'm eager to know that one. About
Wow.
anybody else?
Early
Yeah.
on, let's see. Let me begin early on when I was younger. Of course, it was like all the R&B and pop.
Hmm.
Young people, Janet Jackson, all of listen to all that stuff. But
Right.
my uncle, when I was 12 years old, he turned me on to. Uh, he told me to turn to PBS and listen to Al Jarreau, and
Really?
that's when my life changed. Yeah, because I wanted to learn how to scat and all that stuff like he was doing, and so he was a major influence on me. And during that time when I started really getting into jazz music, of course Ella Fitzgerald, but Sarah Vaughan has been my mainstay for my whole life. I mean, just when I heard her voice, I think I patterned my voice after her. I know I listened and I that's what I wanted to sound like.
Wow. See, I told you, guys. I keep telling her. Um, when I did the first design, when I knew she was going to be on the show, so she could see what because all the designs kind of look alike. Once you see one, you see them all. Okay, and she says, "I thought the third photograph was of me too. It was me in the corner." And I said, "We do kind of look alike. Isn't that
I know,
amazing?"
it's crazy,
And
isn't
it's
it?
so funny. And then to find out that you love Sarah Vaughan. I love Nancy
Oh
Wilson and
yeah.
Sarah Vaughan as
Oh yeah.
well. Absolutely.
She,
Yeah,
yeah, she was definitely an
absolutely.
influence. Mm.
So as you grew older and have grown older, have your influences, do you add to those influences?
Yeah, of course, Patti
Yeah.
LaBelle, Thelma Houston,
Oh, wow.
Carmen McRae, I mean, so many, Diane Shore, like,
Yes.
all like, yeah, just so many, have added,
Great ones.
yeah, to me. So I listened to a lot of singers, when I was in high school and college, and so absolutely, they influenced me. Nita Baker, I mean, everybody, so many people. I listen to a lot of musicians too. Stanley Turrentine is one of my favorite
Oh, wow.
saxophone players in the world. So he was a big influence. So uh,
Yeah.
I listen to him a lot, and I listen to a lot of instrumentalists trying to develop a sound, trying to develop my scatting skills, and kind of stuff like that. So it's been a while.
Misa,
That's still influenced by people. Yeah.
you are a phenomenal creative
Mhm,
already. And I understand expanding. I really do. It's just
mhm.
kind of hard to hear you say, well, I'm trying to get my scanting together. Girl, you could sing most people to sleep, and
Oh,
wake up and still want to hear what Masa's singing. Oh, no, really. I was reading the comments the other night, Sunday, and
oh,
people were just didn't want to go to bed, didn't want to get
I know.
off your live. You said
I know.
you ain't got to
Yeah.
go home, but but you got to
And
get
that's
off.
the thing. I try to stop, after like I try to do just an hour, and
I
that's
know.
never it never happens. I try to do an hour, and then I say, okay, I'll do an hour and a half tonight. Then last night was 2 hours, 2 hours and 10 minutes, something like that. So I mean, but that's like my shows. If I do a gig where I'm free with time, then
Yeah.
like at the Birchmere in Alexandria, Virginia, I
Oh,
go probably 3 hours at the most.
3
Mm-hmm.
hours?
Mm-hmm.
So have you always had dreams though, Mesa, of being, did you, as you were growing up and you were hearing music and it was influencing you, did you always have, or did you have some type of dream of being on the stage in front of a lot of people
Oh
performing?
yeah. I mean, I've had that
Yeah.
since I can remember, 6 years old, when my mother took
Yeah.
me to go see 6 or 7. I gotta get the right age. I think it was around the time when my mother took me to see Pearlie. And
Wow.
I went to see the play, and just when Melba Moore came out on stage, I just lost my mind. I was like, "Oh my God, I want to do this!" And I just knew at that early age that I wanted to do what she was doing, so that I can make people feel the same way that she's making me feel. And so
Right.
that's why I just I knew I wanted to do that for it. So I was as early as 6 years old. I knew it, and I pursued it from that point on.
That's amazing. At 6,
Mhm.
you knew that. I can't
Mhm.
even recall what I was doing at 6, Mesa. I can't even remember 6 years old. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But that's amazing. So it was a major impact, and I'm so glad that Melba Moore could do that. But she's still a
Mhm.
phenomenal
Oh,
creative.
she is.
Still. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
she is. How did you find yourself staying grounded with all that success and prestige and recognition that has come as a result of that? I mean, because even with your solo career, I'm including your solo
Mhm.
career, you're being at the top of the Billboard charts. I mean, you've even who debuts at number one? Mesa. Mesa
Yeah,
debuts
good old
at
days.
number
Yeah.
one, not just one album. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
okay. So it's like you have this magnetic attraction, and the pattern is success for you, Mesa. So, how do you
Yeah.
stay grounded with that type of success?
My family and friends, I hate the word friends because it's like I hate the word friends, but I hate using that word because
I know.
my friends are my family. So I just say my
Yeah.
family. Period. They keep me humble, honey. They don't let my head get too big. When I first came from London, I had a British accent because I've been there 4.5 years. And I was on tour
Right.
with the band and surrounded by people speaking British. Dialect. So that's what I did. I had an accent. They let me have it when I got back home though. They were like, "Oh no, you won't come back here speaking like you from England and you're from Baltimore. Don't you remember you're from Baltimore?" I was like, "Okay."
And I wanted to tell them you've got your own now.
Yeah. Yes.
And that's a blessing. What
Yeah.
was it that impacted your decision to create your own label, Mesa?
I just wanted to own myself for the rest of my life. I
Hmm.
have given a lot of my music to other to companies um, who own it. They can do whatever they want with the music, and I will get a piece maybe of the
Mm,
profits from whatever they decide to do with it. And
right.
so I figured that why not own 100% of myself instead of a portion? So, and
Absolutely
it will
right.
leave a legacy for my son and my future grandchildren and other kids in my family, so they'll have something that I can leave for them, and they don't have to. Hopefully, if I can make this thing work, the way I want it to, then they won't have to worry about money so much in life. I just want them to have that from me.
I love hearing musicians talk about
Mhm.
legacy. That word is just kind of uh, resonating in the
Mhm.
industry these days.
Mhm.
Legacy. It is so very important because, as you know, um,
Mhm.
in the direction that you came from and from the days of old, like from Aretha Franklin, the Temptations, all
Mhm.
those people, yes, they have a legacy of music, but had some of them not ventured off to do things on their own, just like you're doing,
Mhm.
their lineage would have nothing
Right.
left. There would be nothing
Mhm.
left. And so I applaud you
And thank you,
for,
honey.
yeah, I do. I
I'm
applaud you for
trying.
doing
It's
that.
like it's a lot. It's a lot of work. It's a lot to start, but I have people helping me and guiding me along the way, and I just hope it gets to the level where it will all make sense. So I'm working
Yeah.
on it.
Well, you've got a
Mhm.
lot of followers who love your music. They love Mesa. And I say this frequently, but I mean this. There There are some who I can say the fans love their music, but maybe not so much them. Do you know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Because they're kind of quirky, they're kind of hands off. They don't engage or any of
right,
that. But
right.
when the fans love you and your music, babe,
Hmm.
you that's a strategy all by itself if you know how to do it. Do you know what I mean? So they love you, not just your music, but they love you because you're lovable. You make
Yeah,
yourself friendly. And so I love that. I really do. I love that.
that's
But
sweet.
it is. I know, right? I know. And and speaking of soft words, that's the latest release. Are you the writer of the
No, my friend Dwayne Reed wrote the song. Him and Julian Owens, his friend Julian Owens, wrote the music for it. So Dwayne actually wrote the song for his wife as a birthday present. But after I recorded it, I wanted to release it as a single, and he allowed me to do that. And he executive produced it, and Chris Big Dog Davis produced the song. So it just came organically and beautifully how it came together. The song
Yeah.
means a lot to me because, of course, you want to be in a loving relationship with someone who speaks to you a certain way and knows how
Yes.
to speak to you. That's really
Oh,
important. Yeah,
Mesa,
I don't think I
that's
owe
a whole
anybody
other
different.
live. That's another
It is.
live.
It's a podcast.
Man, that's a sister girl kind of podcast. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh yeah.
When you
Hmm.
have someone to speak soft words and it just melts you. It
Hmm.
means so much. Words have power. And so I want you guys those who know Mesa, I don't have to ask your comments. I know it's already. I love it. I love it. So if you don't know Mesa, mm,
I'm trying.
oh my
Mhm.
God, that song is so beautiful. I
Isn't it
mean,
beautiful?
just
It's so sweet.
oh my, it is. It
Mhm.
just evokes that sweet, loving, tender, the whole thing. I mean, all that it
Mhm.
said, it is
Yeah.
so beautiful. So,
Yeah.
what feedback are you getting from radio?
Oh, it's doing well. We're gonna keep pushing it. They're just doing rotation on a lot of stations,
Yeah.
um, and they're getting good feedback. So I think they're gonna continue to play it for quite a while.
When did you release it to radio? Do you
It was
remember?
January.
January. Okay.
January. Early.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Early January.
Hmm.
Wow.
It's been
And
out for a
it's
while.
just, yeah, but still, this is a
Hmm.
great song. Do you
Hmm.
remember I'm Your Baby Tonight by Whitney Houston?
Hmm.
It stayed
Oh
on the
yeah.
charts like 67 weeks.
I know. No, that's
Come
amazing.
on. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I use that to
Yeah.
say, "Hey, let it stay on there as long as it
I
possibly
hope
can because
so.
it is just a luscious song." And I wanted to I actually got, a question from someone which I actually had
Mhm.
intended to ask. Since you have your own label, are you soliciting or accepting for artists to submit? And if so, how can they do that? What's your protocol for that?
The first protocol would be I have to make some money first. I don't have any money to sign anybody else yet.
Got it. I mean, that makes sense.
So one
Yeah,
day.
but you're on the
Yeah, because
right
I want to
track.
be able to do like the real deal. I want to do that. Yeah, I'm on
Yes.
the right track.
Yeah.
So one day,
Mhm.
especially if people go, we can tell you people and spread the word about a single, through
Yeah.
iTunes or Amazon. That will help. So the more singles, the more music I put out, I think it'll uh build my bank account so I can sign
Absolutely.
other artists. I'm looking forward to signing other artists. I want to sign people who have a loving attitude, uh, who have big hearts, and who really understand that this is a gift that we're supposed to be sharing to make people feel better. I'm not taking
Yeah.
any egomaniacs.
All right
And
now.
also, when I get to the point where once we make the record and I make a profit, I'll make my money back. I'm not sure what that's going to be yet, what it looks like. It won't be a lot. I'm not a greedy person. So, but in order to, keep my company going, to make a profit, to keep the company going, I'm going to give the masters back to the artists so that they'll have them almost immediately, or maybe in 5 years or something like that, so that they can do what they
Wow.
want with it. So if some kind of commercial comes along, they want to use your track, then you
Sure.
and your family will benefit from it, and that's what I want, because I think,
That's
you know, um, I
amazing.
just want to do it that way. I just think it's better. I don't need billions to live on. I don't need that kind of money. So I just want to give it back to the people who make the music. That's who deserves it.
And Mesa, that's why it's going to happen for you. You know that, right?
I hope
Because
so. I'm
you
praying that
want to
God
do
will.
the you're doing the right thing. And to hear that, that's like, wow, it's a shock because you know how valuable masters are, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
so to
Mhm,
say within five, when you can, if you can give it back in
mhm,
5 years so that their legacy, there's that word again.
mhm, mhm,
Yeah. Oh,
mhm.
wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
And
important.
so
It's
it is.
mhm,
I totally
mhm.
agree with you. So then what do
Mhm.
you want people to walk away with after hearing your music, Mesa?
I want to be the soundtrack of their lives. I want them to
Mm,
use my music to be happy, get happy when they're sad, when they're mourning, when they're stressed. Uh, I want my music to soothe them in any way, shape, or form. Make them get up and dance, make them exercise, make them party, whatever I can do with my music. Uh, I I call myself like I think, well, I hope I am. In God's eyes, I'm um, and that I can. I'm doing my job that He put me here to do,
yeah.
and that's why I don't see myself doing anything else, because this is all I know. And I think when I can't do this anymore, I probably, you know, like I said, I just let it be. And
Yeah.
so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep it going so that I can do this for a little bit longer. And I want to be like Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle, daughter at
And
76 and all that
Patty.
kind of stuff. I want to do that. Uh, and I also want to, you know, build up everything so that it can run itself, and so that I can just kind of oversee what's going on, and I don't have to, work so hard like I have
Yeah.
been. I kind of want to take a little bit of a break in that intensity.
Yeah.
So I still got a few intense years going, but hopefully with God's grace, that He will turn it around. Uh, if it's His will, He'll turn it around and make it bigger than I dreamed of, and so that way I can just enjoy the rest of my life without too much more stress.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I am going to be, there's power in agreement. And so I am going to just agree with you that
Thank you.
everything
Amen.
that you put out there, you know, that really, seriously, I believe anybody who knows Sabrina knows number one, first and foremost, this platform is my ministry before anything. And when
Hmm.
you come on, I can sense the hearts of people. They don't have to say anything. I can just kind of sense it. But I knew that you were a soul sister. I knew that. And so I just am in total agreement that everything that your heart desires, that God would open the door. He would shut doors
Hmm.
that need to be shut and open
Hmm.
those doors that no man can shut.
Hmm.
I just
Yes.
decree it, and that you would have
Yes.
overflow, you would have increase beyond, exceeding abundantly above all that you could ever ask. Girl, you're going to make me have them pass the offering plate on tonight. How about that?
It's amazing. Thank you so much.
It's like nobody's here but me and Mesa. And I know I see all these people up here watching, but I don't care, honey, because I know who I serve and I know what he can do. And you
Yes.
have
Amen.
you have exactly what a lot of us need. And I just see you. And speaking of what others need, you have a fabulous merch line. And some
Okay.
people may not know. I want you to hold up. The same things you
Okay.
showed me behind the scenes, you guys. But you can go to her website. Definitely,
Mhm,
right? You have a store.
mhm, mhm.
You
Yep,
have a
the
store, but I
MacyStore.com.
mhm. And
Mhm.
definitely, but I want her to hold up the light so we
Okay.
can see what
Well,
there
this
you
is
go.
my
Yes.
perfume called
Perfect.
Back to Love. All right, the
Back
light
to
is so
love.
crazy.
But I
And
see
my
it. That's
cologne.
good.
They're both almost sold out though, so we're almost at the end of the Unforgettable Man. Yeah, it's almost sold out. I'm really happy. It's been a few years that I've been selling this. So it's just at the end of the line. And the lady I was working with, she and then here's my single, my Fab Four. Uh, yeah, my Fab Four, the first singles that I released on the record. This is my first printing ever that I've done ever an album on my or well record on my label. So I hadn't have a commemorative set box set that I'm selling that has a lot of other little gifts involved, but it's also you get a number. That's your number, the number that you would have all of them in order. And so you get the box set. It's a blue velvet box, and
Ooh, I
you
want
get that
that.
with the CD. Uh huh.
I'm
I'm gonna
going.
send you
I'm
one.
going. I'm going to get one.
And you get a lot of other things that come with it. I don't have everything with me tonight, but yeah, and
Okay.
it's really cool. I've sold quite a few, over 130 so far, 125, 30, and so it's
Wow.
been really great. And then also, if you don't want the big box set, you can buy this by itself, and it comes in with with the blue velvet pouch. So just anything blue
God.
velvet sold, blue velvet associated. That's what we're gonna do for the next gazillion years.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. So, makeup. Tell us about what you're doing with makeup.
Oh, well, I did. I don't know what I'm doing. I look, I just put some makeup on to try to make myself look like the crazy person.
Mesa,
That's all I know how
you're
to do.
fabulous.
and uh, and I did a one makeup tutorial that's
Right.
on Facebook, and that was just fun. I just having fun talking to people and putting on makeup one day, just because people ask for my makeup. I don't buy very expensive makeup. They have some MAC makeup and maybe
Right.
I buy drugstore makeup and just and do the best I can with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, your face is
I
always
love makeup artists. I
fabulous.
love true makeup artists.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I had
Mhm.
one on the takeover. When I had the
Mm,
takeover with Lori Williams and Castella, I
mhm.
went and had a glam makeover and she beat the heck out of my face. And I said, wow, if I ever go on the road, which I decree I will, she's coming with me. She's coming. She's got to. So, but
Mm.
I want you to share with people how they can connect beyond the hub. Now, does the hub, your website, does it have,
Mhm.
if they can't find you on Facebook or any
Oh,
social
yeah, it
media
has all the
platforms,
links. Yeah.
okay,
You have to go to
so they go,
Maysa.com and scroll down a little bit, and there are all the
yeah.
links to that.
What's in the near future for Mesa? Do we have some dates like far out
Yep.
in the
This
summer?
Wednesday, I'm
Oh,
going to Florida to do a Sea Breeze Jazz Festival. I haven't
okay.
been on a live stage. Well, I did the Birchmere for Christmas. I think that's the only show I've
Mhm.
done live. It's in a year, but this is the first big music festival I've done, and so far away from home, where I had to get on a plane and everything. I haven't been on a plane in a year, so it's gonna be
Whoa.
interesting Wednesday to get on that plane. So I think tomorrow,
Yeah.
like I haven't packed for anything in a year. This is so weird. So I'm
Wow.
looking through my clothes and trying on outfits and seeing what I'm gonna wear. It's just very interesting. I haven't done that in so long. It's deep. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I got the Berks Jazz Festival this summer in August. They
Mhm.
rescheduled it for August 2021, and I have a lot of great things coming in the fall. Detroit and Atlantic City, New Jersey, and just a lot of great stuff coming.
That's so awesome. We're happy. We're
Mhm.
we're really
Thank
happy.
you.
You're staying busy and people want to see it and they're gonna wherever
Yeah,
you are, whatever you do, people are going to tune in. And
yeah.
so that's just absolutely
Awesome.
awesome. So we want to say thank you again for coming on.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I appreciate this.
Yes, indeed. It was such a
And thank
pleasure
you,
to
Lori,
just
for putting it out there. So Lori connected us, and I appreciate Lori Williams for that. Mhm.
Lori. We thank you. We thank you. And thank you guys for tuning in and coming in and watching with us. It has been such a blast, so much fun. And so, when I leave you with my mantra. Remember, what you make happen for others, God will also make happen for you. You guys have a great week, and we'll talk with you soon. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye
Bye.
bye.